Now, ladies and gentlemen, as of today, Sunday, November 13th, we are officially in the final day of the RIO Major, at least for the championship stage. And while in the next few hours, we're going to see Outsiders versus Heroic battle it out in the grand final to see who gets crowned champion, which is very interesting and also very odd saying those two teams are going to be in the grand final, let alone any other team who made it really past challengers in this entire major. So many upsets and no one really could have predicted this. If you ended up getting a diamond coin, well, congratulations. This is one of my very first times, I think, ever getting a silver coin with actually trying, which is really odd. But recently, as it goes for the end of every major we've had in the past, most people ask me on YouTube about the 75% off sale and about the stickers. But this time around, I've gotten, I guess, a very underwhelming amount of questions. I haven't gotten really any. I've gotten maybe one or two every week. And in today's video, I thought I'd give you guys this information. My personal opinion about the stickers, and will something like the storage units go on sale as well. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and of course subscribe. And here's a quick word from our video sponsor, Skins Monkey.
Now, today's video sponsor is, of course, Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is currently the easiest and also fastest way you can buy, but most importantly, trade your CSGO skins. All you have to do is make sure you have your trade link, and on your first trade, if you have a leftover balance, it goes towards your current balance that can be used the next time you end up trading skins. It has 3 ways you can inspect, but most importantly, has a very in-depth inspect feature that you can see corners on a karambit, for an example, that you can't really see otherwise unless you have the item in-game. If you end up topping up your balance, make sure to use promo code MANDO to get up to a 35% deposit bonus and a free $5 on the first trade.
So I quickly want to discuss the overall reception of these stickers and of course my personal opinion. Everyone's opinion changes, especially when something goes up in price, but my opinion still stands. I don't like them. And it's not necessarily they're a bad sticker itself. They're very good for a design. They're good on paper. And I think that's what Valve is trying to do. They were trying to step away from the transparent era of stickers. Obviously, the past 2 looked like Kato, which was awesome, but they needed to change things up to have some sort of difference so people would buy them. And I think they succeeded, but they're really hard to craft with, and that still has not changed. And I think people wanting to scrape a sticker, that's cool and all, but the fact that you have to scrape something or alter it for it to look very different and make it look decent, at least compared to the past 2 years, I don't think that's a very good sign. And of course, the community reception, I would say for the most part, most people don't like these things. A lot of people have been buying Stockholm and Antwerp and even older stickers. That's why I think stickers from Operation Riptide, Stockholm and Antwerp have risen so much the past few weeks. So let's take a quick look at these stickers on the community market. There isn't a whole lot, and I think that's for a very good reason. Obviously, some of these are getting applied. Some people actually like them, which is cool. It has a very small audience, but like me saying, I had trouble crafting with them. They're just not easy to place in a weapon that doesn't take up the entire thing with it still looking good. That's, I think, a big turnoff for a lot of people, especially compared to the last 2. At this point in time, you would expect stickers to be pretty low in quantity, but not this low, especially for something like the holos. I feel like with Antwerp, for example, Cloud9, we'd probably have close to 100 holos on the market, and Cloud9 here is only 16. And for this major, they made it a lot farther this major than they did in Antwerp, which is also another reminder. These prices are pretty much useless because after the 75% off sale hits, they're all going to go down. The teams who win probably will go up quite a bit. Heroic and Outsiders are obviously pretty expensive because they're in the grand final, but you have to remember the reason those teams are up and the reason there's so many on the market for as many as they are right now are because they're in the grand final. And as it goes for the capsules, I mean, you can never really expect too many of these in the market, but there's actually, I think, an absurd amount of Legends autograph capsules on the market at 96 cents under retail for what you pay them for. These, I would say the only reason people are opening these, especially the autographs, is because they're a lot more expensive. The gold stickers, I think, are one of the only things that I personally like about this major. That's just me. I still think they're pretty decent. They have something a little more unique, I think, than the regular stickers themselves, but I still think it looks like a blob. So as it goes for investing, don't buy any right now, wait the next couple of weeks. So that leads us into the big question. When is the 75% off sale going to hit? I think personally there's one of 2 options. I think like most other majors, it usually hits 2 to 3 weeks after the major final. So I think that's pretty likely. But a reason I don't think that's going to happen, and I think it's going to come sooner, is because of the poor sales on these things. So it's no hidden fact that when these first came out, the RIO capsules and the RIO stickers have had the worst performing sales out of the past 4 or 5 majors. And with that, that's why they release storage units, and that's a whole other question as well. I think the 75% off sale could come in little of time as a week from now, if not the next few days on the next Tuesday weekly maintenance update. So that would be after Mando Monday, Tuesday, November 15th, which would be pretty interesting, but pretty odd to see as well. I think it's pretty likely we see something like this just because Valve knows people don't really like them. They want to get this over with and they want to push out something else. And of course, as it goes for the storage units, now we've had something very similar in the past where you could buy like a collection of different teams or stages of stickers in a collection for a major. And I think it was for the same reason, because of poor sales, but also they wanted to make more money, and they also included graffitis. But I think they would go on sale. I think there's a pretty decent chance those do as well. I don't see why they wouldn't. I don't think a whole lot of people are going to buy them, so it could be a cool collector's piece. Now, will these be a good investment? Simply right now, it's just going to be speculation. There's no data to back anything I'm saying or going off of right now. As you can see, there's only like hundreds of these things in the market. So at this moment, with not a whole lot of people liking them and them being very hard to craft with, that's a very key thing to note here going into the future. Now, I myself, I can tell you right off the bat that I'm not really going to be investing too much into this major. Like every other major, I usually put in $50 to $100, but I'm fully willing and equipped to lose that money in these stickers if they don't perform. Should you do the same? Well, if you're in the same boat as me, then go for it. If not, then don't bother. We have 2 previous majors that have been very successful that will prove to be successful more in the future because of their transparent backgrounds. Those are a lot more safe, they're lower in quantity and higher in demand. Go into those or something even older if you want the safest route. Majors are a big gamble, especially these. I can see these possibly getting hyped up by some people on the internet. You also got to think of it from like a logic perspective right now. If people don't like them at the moment, they don't want to craft with them, sales are at an all-time low, what's going to make people pay 2 or 3 times the price in 3 months like people are hoping for if there's a very low supply? Stockholm's a great example. Stockholm was the best sticker we've seen really since Katowice 2014. And they were really low in supply, but people weren't going crazy over them, driving the capsule or price up to insane prices. I mean, sure, we saw $4, but it wasn't the price most people were hoping for. It was going to go higher. With these not being transparent and kind of meh, I don't really see these going to those prices, especially in the first year. And I just personally don't like these stickers. Let me know what you guys think. We'll take a closer look when the sale does come, and I'll be sure to update you guys when that does happen. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.